All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're taking on a full 24-hour experiment. We really want to know what actually happens when you completely surrender your entire workday to an AI boss. We're skipping all the internet hype and looking at a purely practical hour-by-hour breakdown of an AI-powered day. We're going to find out if letting artificial intelligence take the wheel actually saves you hours and boosts your income, or if it just creates absolute chaos and double the work. It's a high-stakes question. What happens if you let AI dictate exactly what you do and exactly how you do it from dawn until dusk? To set the stakes for this, here are the 5 key areas we're handing over: emails, research, content, your schedule, and your side hustle. We are leaving absolutely no stone unturned in this 24-hour window. And here is our exact timeline for the day. We're kicking things off bright and early at 8 a.m. with planning, writing at 9, creating at noon, freelancing at 3:30, and wrapping up with our final results at 6 p.m. Let's see how this unfolds. First up, 8 a.m., AI plans the day. You know how it is, right? Usually that first half hour of the workday is just entirely lost to bouncing frantically between a dozen different notifications. But if you feed that chaotic to-do list into an AI assistant, it acts like a ruthless triage system. It'll instantly categorize everything into just 3 simple buckets: urgent, important, and optional. Just like that, a stressful list of 20 tasks becomes a crystal clear, realistic plan of attack. It's a massive productivity win right out of the gate. Moving on to 9 a.m., AI handles the writing. Okay, so now we hit that universally frustrating morning email scramble. Instead of sitting there staring at a blinking cursor, trying to force out the perfect reply to a demanding client, the AI gets you 80% of the way there instantly. But, and this is absolutely crucial, never just blindly copy and paste. You have to step in. You've got to verify the facts, dial in the tone, and really inject your own personality. The goal here is acceleration, not turning yourself into a literal robot. Next up, 10:30 a.m., research in minutes. We've all been there, right? Drowning in 20 open browser tabs just trying to wrap our heads around a complex topic. Well, AI can instantly identify what's important and summarize the broad strokes incredibly fast. But keep this core rule in mind. AI can accelerate research, but it shouldn't replace your judgment. You always have to verify information with reliable sources. At the end of the day, your brain has to be the final filter. You are the strategist here. All right, rolling into 12 p.m., content creation. This is where things get pretty wild. We're shifting over to side hustles now. This kind of workflow used to take a whole team of people or a ton of specialized software, but look at this productivity stack. You use one tool to brainstorm topics, another to instantly build an outline, and a third to draft the script. Then you generate visual concepts and produce B-roll and narration. Literally, one single person can wield the power of a full media production studio in a matter of minutes. It is honestly staggering. Fast forward to 2 p.m. Can AI actually help make money? Let's do a quick reality check here, because a lot of stuff on the internet makes it seem like AI just magically prints cash while you sleep. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. What it actually does is dramatically speed up your ability to deliver valuable, in-demand services. We're talking short-form video editing, YouTube thumbnails, simple websites, marketing content, automating repetitive tasks, and building digital products. AI simply makes your delivery wildly faster and way more efficient. And that brings us to this grounding truth about the market. Customers pay for the result, not because you used AI. Seriously, no client on earth is going to hand you a paycheck just because you pressed a button on some fancy new software. They're paying you to solve their problem. You have to remember that the value is always in the final outcome, not the tool you used to get there. Now we're at 3:30 p.m. The AI freelancing experiment. Let's test this out with a real-world scenario. Say you need to generate a batch of 10 social media posts for a client and you're under pressure. The agonizing old way means spending hours brainstorming and drafting from absolute scratch. The new reality? AI rapidly organizes the content calendar and drafts the concepts fast. But here is the kicker. Human judgment is absolutely required to make it good. You have to step in to match the client's unique brand voice, tweak the jokes, and improve the copy. That's what transforms this from a lazy shortcut into a legitimate business tool. Nearing the end of the day now. 5 p.m. Automate the boring stuff. Think about the sheer volume of mind-numbing, copy-paste tasks we do every single day. Organizing information, summarizing meetings, sending the exact same follow-up emails. It's a huge waste of human potential. By automating that repetitive admin grind, you unlock precious time to reinvest into high-value activities. You're suddenly free to focus on finding new customers, learning completely new skills, creating better products, or, let's be real, this is the best one, just finishing work earlier and going out to enjoy your life. And finally, 6 p.m. The results. So, our 24-hour experiment wraps up, and here is the definitive takeaway from this entire explainer. AI helps you start, research, and create faster. But its biggest advantage isn't doing everything for you. It's simply removing friction. It gets the ball rolling so you aren't stuck staring at a blank page. But the real secret ingredient? It's you. It is your ideas, your judgment, your unique life experience, and your human empathy. It desperately needs you to succeed. Which brings us to a much more realistic money formula, totally rejecting that push-a-button-to-get-rich myth. Here is how it actually works. Step 1. Use AI to aggressively save time on your baseline tasks. Step 2. Take that extra time and develop real, highly valuable skills. Step 3. Apply those new skills to solve real problems for businesses. And Step 4. Charge for the actual tangible value you created. That is the true blueprint for success. Because AI is fundamentally changing how we work, we're left with a pretty massive opportunity, and it all boils down to this number right here, too. By applying the techniques we've covered today, reclaiming 2 hours of your day is a completely realistic goal. Just think about that. That is 14 hours a week of your life just given back to you. So I'll leave you with this. If AI could save you 2 hours every single day, what would you actually do with that time? Would you build a business, start a channel, or learn something entirely new? Let that sink in. The biggest opportunities right now belong to the people who actively combine AI with their own real-world skills. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and good luck building your ideal workflow.